Hi guys, Marjorie's sister for real. I have the mic, guys. Y'all know I have the mic. Hi, I'm just here. I hope y'all doing okay. It's early. It's Friday, March 15th, 2024. I'm gonna have to say the date today, and I'm hoping Judge Scott McAfee is saying the date today, because he said Judge Scott McAfee, that's working on making a decision on the fate of Fani Willis, said himself, Judge McAfee said today, Friday, that he should have a word for the public, for the world, because this is a historical moment everybody's waiting for. They're watching, looking, got their popcorn ready. Today could be the day. He said, Judge Scott McAfee said, out of his own mouth, he said, this kind of orders take time to write. This kind? What does this kind mean? Have we not ever made a decision on a DA being removed from a case? Is this our first time doing that? I don't know, but this kind make me think that it sounds a little questionable. This kind. Y'all just think about it. What y'all think about that word? Those two words. This kind. Those people, those them. I mean, what did you think? What do y'all think? This kind, them kind. I don't know, but I'm just putting it out there to you guys. Now, this case is I'm waiting to hear the answer too, because in this case, Fani Willis, she may be facing criminal perjury. She may be doing that because she did swear. She did take an oath. They all did. But of course, all eyes is on Fani. All eyes is on her. All eyes is on her. All eyes is on her text messages and everything else. Once upon a time, only the FBI, CIA could get text messages. Now, that means like anybody can get your text messages. If you don't want to know, don't want them to know, just don't text. No texting. Don't text. That's one of those value principles. If you feel you don't want anybody to know, don't text, and that's still not the end of the story, because they always know. But going back to today may be the day. Guys, today may be the day, and I'm going to say this date several times. March 15th, 2024. Okay, this is going to be a historical moment. It's going to be a history. It's making history around the world. And because the issue is there was a conflict of interest. And of course, I agree it's a conflict of interest. Fani is disputing it. She says it's not a conflict of interest, and she's requested, that it should be thrown out, not be considered, because it's no conflict of interest. That, she is not dismissed from the Trump case. Now, the center of all this is that the money that she paid Nathan Wade was used for her to take lavish trip and take advantage of the money and abuse the money that was paid by the state. But the situation to me is, how do you decipher what's the cash that he used, that the cash that could have been out of the money that he already had in the bank account? Because normally the money that's used in your bank account is from the oldest money first. So if he had old money in his bank account, He had money in his bank account. He could have been using that money. It didn't necessarily have to be the monies that he got from, from being, representing the state. It couldn't have been that. It could have been even from a separate money that he had. He could have put all that money in a different savings account. Has that ever been the question? I mean, because you don't always, when you get paid from your job, y'all know it, you don't always use that money directly. You might just put that in the savings. So it may not even have been money from that money that they're challenging. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying, with a bad toothache, I'm just saying, yes, guys, I still have this toothache, and I've been to the dentist so many times. Now, how do they prove that? Because that would have been my question to them. How do you know what monies I mean, because that money could have been, that money possibly hadn't been touched at all. Period, point blank. I'm just saying. But the judge, Scott McAfee, all eyes on him. And not just Tupac Shakur, all eyes was on him, all eyes on Scott McAfee today, because he's saying that today may be the day. And he said the message he wanted to convey is no ruling. It was no ruling of. He wanted not to be going to be based on politics. He said the message I want to convey is no ruling of mine is ever given to be based on politics. He said, I'm going to be following, this is his word, Scott McAfee, I'm going to be following the law as best as I understand it. Now, when the law is written, it should be understandable, especially for people who have trained specialists. He's a specialized person, okay? The judge is specialized. So, you train in the law. The law shouldn't be hard for them to understand. Hard for me to understand. But hard for, the judge. It shouldn't be hard to understand. The law should be the law, period, point blank. And it should be clear, because even the Bible says, when you write with understanding. So who is writing these laws? Are we not writing it with understanding? Write it. Judge Scott McAfee shouldn't have to question or have any, feeling that the law may not be 100% clear, where he have to say, I'm trying to do the best I can by the law. The law is the law, period, point blank. The law is that. But unless they change the law. If they change the law on you, it might be something different. But, guys, as I stated earlier, Fani Willis has clearly pushed back on the allegation of misconduct. And she says it's not conflict of interest. But as I say, clearly definitely was a conflict of interest. Right then, she should have probably just stepped down. She should have just stepped down, saved the government a lot of money, saved herself a lot of problems, because you clearly know it's a conflict. A conflict, just step down. Okay, my bad. Okay, she said, my bad. Okay, she should have just done that. And this would have been done, finished, and under the bridge. And Judge Scott McAfee, whether he denies it or not, I know clearly he's trying to keep his seat. He's trying to keep his seat, y'all. Because he still want to eat. Who don't want to eat? Y'all know I like to eat. But, I mean, don't we like to eat? And he wants to eat. I know he still wants to have a good steak sandwich every now and then, And he talked about the kids. He was really concerned about his kids having the right impression of him when they get older regarding this case, because he said he was going to sit down with the kids and talk to them. So clearly he wanted them to have a picture that he was not standing up for the wrong team. I mean, seriously, that's the bottom line. And But he said quite a bit of things. But I'm just trying to tell you some of the highlights that got my attention. But he said he didn't want partisan political points. He said he didn't seek the spotlight. But be assured, I'm sure he's liking it because it's historical. It's making history. Who don't want to make history in some positive way that someone to kind of like, oh yeah, that was him. He did. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. They anybody like a little bit of data boy added little impression from the team. When they go out there and play that football, they like it when the guys hit them on the butt or hit them on it, give them a high five. They like that. They like that. Everybody like an attaboy. So for him not to say he don't, who doesn't? Tell me, name one person that don't like that. Okay? There's people like those pastors. They like it when they come to the stage and then people clapping and giving all those amen. Everybody like that. And I'm telling you, I'm sure they have that Don Knotts. Y'all remember Don Knotts from I don't know about it, but I heard about it. But y'all heard the show, Annie Griffin. So I'm pretty sure when he's sitting around the dinner table and telling the story, I'm not sure that he's supposed to be discussing it, but if he was, I'm pretty sure he'd be doing it in his Bonnie Feist way. Yeah, I'm doing this case. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing this case, okay? This case that's making history in his Bonnie Feist expressions. I'm sure he's doing that. But I just want to tell you guys, today could be the day. I want to get the word out to you guys. If you're up and you're running and getting ready for work, guys, today could be the day. And the value principle here on this story, guys, this is a modern day. This is a modern day lynching, guys. I'm going to just put it out there like that. The value principle, let this Fani Willis case be your guide and how you move. This is modern day lynching. And today could be the day. Guys, thank you for watching Marjorie, Sister for Real. And I hope to see you in the next podcast. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope y'all have an amazing day. I love you guys. I want to say this. I love you guys that's been here from day one. I appreciate that. And guys, listen up. If you just seen my show, please push the button. Give me a like. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, this subscribe. Help a sister grow her channel. It doesn't cost anything. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate everyone that's listening. And the newcomers, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'll see you guys in the next video.